All right. It's Jared here from Crypto Plan. How is everyone doing this Friday evening? I am not getting impatient, but I'm just kind of looking at a couple of charts here going, when will you break out? Damn it. My latest addition to my small altcoin bag holdings, kind of like my trading account, if you like, is Celo or Celo, however you want to say it, the mobile phone, as easy as sending a mobile phone number to send crypto. So that's a good one. I think, why did I buy that? BitBoy Crypto started talking about it, and I'm like, do you know what? I had it on my watch list, and I was like, it was one of the ones I was going to, possibly get into because it was one of the new coins on my exchange, and sometimes those new coins have a bit of steam behind them. So I picked Cello, and so I've added a little bit to my bag, and then down the bottom we've got Reef here. So these are the two ones that I'm watching. I had them on the 15-minute time frame, just willing them to break out, but they didn't. So what we're going to do is a little bit of technical analysis. So Cello has this level here, is its all-time high, 6.68 cents, but there's also this level here of 5.68 cents or whatever it is. If we draw that back a bit, so this level here that it's struggling to get over. So I was thinking higher lows, higher highs, it's in an uptrend, maybe it's going to break out, but then it's just done this on me and curled around again, but that's normal. That's what these things do. They're just kind of getting traded in high frequency by the bots, I imagine. So yeah, I think Cello will eventually kind of make its way out of that range that it's in, being 6.68 cents is the upper limit there. And then Reef here, I think probably a little bit more bullish because Reef is doing the opposite, where it doesn't really have an upper ceiling that it's getting restricted by. It's this lower boundary. So I think based on this kind of crash correction analysis, so up, top, so 4 attempts upwards, and then these 1, 2, 3, 4 attempts downward, it says to me that the next move is up, because it's saying that this is the floor, the 0.037 cents. Excuse me. Saying that that's the floor, the 0.036 cents, sorry. So that's kind of, it's saying the level there that doesn't want to go any lower than is, and then there's just this kind of upward movement around here. So I think if one of these two is going to break out first, it will be Reef, I'd say, and then we're probably looking at least doing this move here again. You know what I'm saying? So this 90% move, which would be lovely. If we could do a 90% move from that floor there, that gets us up to 7 cents, which is nice, so that would probably put my position nearly on double, because as I said in the previous video, this is that accumulation zone between that 38 cents and 41 cents is what I see as the accumulation zone. So hence I've still been accumulating. So bang, 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 every time it's kind of reaching the bottom end of that range, I'm accumulating Reef. So I'd say that'd be the next move up to 7 cents-ish. So if we don't see that overnight, we'll probably definitely see it in the next 48 hours, knowing that we are in that bull market. But hey, time is a guess. Sometimes these things take a while to play out. Had some comments about game. Now I'm going to go back to a full chart. So what have we got? Game credits. So going to go to the monthly. Someone's kind of saying, there's no news about game, like why would you be buying it, rah rah rah. Like it's not a big investment on my part, but like I say, I'm pumping funds in there that have multiplied. So if I put $1 in Cardano and it went 4 times my money, so every dollar I put in game credits is actually 25 cents. So, I'll round about. So I don't see it as a massive risk when I look at my portfolio, but the asymmetrical side of the trade is huge, because if you enter here at 7 cents, the next resistance level is 3 cents. So you could lose maybe half your money. So if you put $500 down and you set a stop to this kind of lower edge here to 3.5 cents, you'll lose half your money. So you'll lose 250 quid. From here to all-time high is 53x. So the asymmetrical side of that trade is nice to me. So that's the first reason. And then the next reason is that, well, we're in this range. So I think breaking out of this range means we're bullish. And I think if we get above like 14 to 15 cents, we're super bullish. Like we're kind of clear. But the reason why I think that game credits will break out is that, see this downward trend line here, it is out of that, and this is a monthly chart. So if we go down to like a 2-weekly chart, so it's clear there, it's closed and opened a bar above that trend line. On the weekly, same deal, and then on the daily, it's closed quite a few candles above, and it's not looking backwards. Now it likely will retest that line. Once again, probably another opportunity to kind of scale in, but then I'd say you'd see a bounce on out of there. Now, that's, like I say, that's a guess based solely on game credits being a cryptocurrency and the entire cryptocurrency being in an alt season. So, there is coins on a daily basis that are finding that 50% gain, 100% gain, and it's just a matter of waiting your turn, So you can't predict which one's going to pop next unless you've got some magic crystal ball, or you're using some Twitter, listening device to see who's talking about what the most, or you're just getting into these pump and dump schemes through Telegram or whatever. But game credits was around the last time. It proved that it ran up. It proved that it ran up from January through to October 17. So it's been part of a bull market. It's been part of a bear market. So it seems natural that it'll participate in the next bull market. So that's why I'm investing a small portion of my portfolio in game credits. Hatha Networks, so we'll go back to the 4-hourly on that one. Once again, it made the big move. It's just consolidating. I think that this will probably play out for another day or two before it gets the next head of steam. What other ones have we got on the radar? The small, weird alt caps. The Peercoin. Where's Peercoin? Oh, here it is, Peercoin. Once again, I think Peercoin it's a good time to be getting into it because it's just breaking out of that range, so it's definitely out of the downtrend. But yeah, so it's just poking its head up there. So it kind of spiked out in January, came back down, gave us another buying opportunity, and now it's just got out again. So I think within the next hour or two, probably going to see some big moves in Peercoin. Kind of retracing up to this $1.70 mark maybe. So that's kind of a cool one to be putting some profits back down into that, because like I say, percentage to all-time high from the last bull run is 17x, so not as much asymmetry there, but there is definitely some asymmetry there. So, to lower support, 50%, yeah. So the same deal, like the asymmetrical trade there is you set your stop at 50% below an entry point right now, and then ride it through the bull run. as far as it goes. And the worst case scenario is that it dips back down to that lower support and you cut your losses. So I like it. It's an asymmetrical trade. It hasn't run up a lot, because the other ones we were looking at was like Dash, but look how far it's run, so you wanted to be getting Dash in the 140, 150s as it was breaking, and then you would have had like an 8 to 10x. But now, what have you got to all-time high for Dash? 4x, so my dash is down in the hundreds, 110s, somewhere around this zone here. So I'm happy just holding that. I was going to rotate into it, but I won't unless it gets back down below 160. EOS, I think that's broken out as well, clearly broken out of that descending wedge triangle from the bear market. But once again, it's still kind of hovering around this resistance level that now is support. So anywhere down around the 390 is still a good entry for EOS. And then that's kind of about it. I guess I haven't talked about XRP for a while, so why not? Let's talk about XRP. Same deal, like it just needs to break out. So XRP is a little bit different. If we look at it on the weekly, yeah, that's kind of a good chart to get a vibe of that. Or is it the monthly? Yeah, even better, the monthly. So when you look at it on the monthly, you kind of cut out all that noise of what went on with the SEC. So all you can see is that strong bear market, attempt to break out 1 month, back test the next month, and then now it's just stepping its way out of there. So anyone that got in there at that 22 cents and didn't have to wait through all of this junk, well done. Like that's when it would have been nice to just been loading the bags and watching it go up since. So on that monthly chart, it's looking like next month that candle is going to break out, and then we'll probably see the bigger moves in XRP. So I've started looking at any coins that have a bit of history, seeing them on a monthly chart, because when you go back to that daily, it's just noisy. It's just noisy. You get kind of annoyed looking at it going up, down, like if you're swinging it, great, buy there, sell there, buy there, sell there, buy there, sell there, that's awesome. But like for a hodler, it's just easier if you go back to that monthly chart and just have a look at what's happened, and especially if you're accumulating in this zone here in the 17 to kind of 25 cent range. You can see that the 17 to 25 cent range, besides that little blip there, the up and down, from where we are from the 25 cents, we're in a good range. We're 50% up. So whatever you own, you're doubling down on that. Unfortunate if you bought in these highs, that you've had to go through that. And if you did hold through it going up, down, and then back up again, well done. It won't be the worst mistake you ever made. But yeah, like I say, once we clear, we step from this month, and assuming that this month will close, when we've got 9 days, this month will close closer to the edge of that triangle, and then the next month will be a candle close outside of that triangle, which will definitely be wherein that bull run or XRP is participating. So that's what we're looking out for, is a candle in March that starts out of that downtrend line there. So that's XRP. Vechain. Look, Vechain is just kind of playing its own game at the moment. It's had a good month, but these are the kind of extension markers that it's struggling to get through. So it'd be good to see Vechain consolidate and break through into new all-time highs again. I think, what do we got for Vechain as the next kind of targets once it reaches those? Yeah, no, we're still kind of playing out that one. I think we need a bit more information on this chart to really give it the next targets. But I think realistically, somewhere in the 50-60 cent range is where I'm thinking at the moment. for the for the kind of the next real upper limit test on a parabolic move. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I think this one's getting a bit long. I just wanted to kind of update everyone what my thoughts are and kind of go back to the Reef there on the daily and just see, still a good accumulation zone for Reef, good time to be buying, and that, we're going to kind of replicate some of these moves that have happened already. Same with Celo, or Celo, or however you want to pronounce it. Good solid uptrend, retracement, and then it's kind of just making those moves. So just letting us know that this is the ceiling it needs to break through, and that's fine. If it has to keep consolidating, so be it. But I think this one will be a solid one. It's on Coinbase. BitBoy Crypto talks about it. Then, a lot of people know about it because he's got probably nearly 500,000 subscribers at the moment, which is cool for him anyway. So I'll leave it there. Been Jared, Crypto Plan, like, subscribe, all of that stuff, and catch you on the next one.